Today we're going to talk project bags. I did a video a couple years ago about what was in my knitting bag. Thank you for joining. I hope this is going to be fun. Hi everybody, welcome to the Pine Cottage. My name is Nicole and today we are going to be talking project bags. I did a video a couple years ago titled What's in My Knitting Bag, just for people who were curious about what other people carry around in their knitting bags, and I really enjoyed making that video. It was really fun to show you what I carry around in my knitting bag, but since then things have changed and my bag has changed and the things that I carry around has changed. So I thought I would give you a What's in My Knitting Bag Now video, along with just a parade of all of my project bags. I was organizing my craft room. Around here we switch bedrooms and we switch furniture and we move things around as the mood strikes, especially my daughter and I. I've recently changed rooms again. I have stuff everywhere, and so I'm paring down and decluttering and reorganizing, and I thought now would be a great time to go through all of my knitting bags. I know not everyone is into project bags. Some people really love them and have different ones for everything, and some just keep it real simple. And I feel like I fall somewhere in between. I did for a while there get caught up in all the pretty bags, and then for a while I started making my own bags, and now I kind of fall somewhere in the middle where I like to have a bag that I can throw into my larger bag just to keep my projects separated, but I don't really spend a whole lot of money purchasing bags a lot, because how many can I really use? I don't want to buy more than I can use. So I just want to show you what I have, and I may declutter a little bit of that because as I was gathering all these bags, I thought, man, I have too many. I really don't use all of these. So I may declutter in the process as well. So, okay, let's get started. I'm going to start with the smallest bags, and then we'll just kind of work up from there. And there's really no rhyme or reason here. When I did this before, I showed you my main knitting bag and then some of the other bags that I throw in there. So I'm just going to show you a couple options that you have for small, like notion pouches. I am definitely someone who likes to confine my little things, you know, little stitch markers, progress keepers, hair ties, bobby pins, whatever little things that can get buried on the bottom of your bag. I like to keep them in a small bag. So one option was just to make my own. So it's like a pencil case size bag that I just made with simple zipper. It's nothing much to it. So this is one that I made, and I actually just keep in this my extra stitch markers that I made in the past. I had purchased little tags for garments that I knit to sew in the back so that I know what is the back and what is the front. So I just keep all of that in this bag. Another option is to just purchase like a makeup bag or a cosmetic bag. A lot of times they're cheaper than spending money on a project bag. I know it's really fun to support fellow makers, but sometimes the price point is too much for your budget. This is a great option. This is just a cosmetic bag that I purchased off of Amazon, and I use this a lot. It has an inside zipper and just all my notions fit in there nicely. Another option is to go in the Target dollar spot aisle. And they often have, especially at the beginning of the school year, they have pencil cases or, you know, stuff for school supplies. So this was one. It could be used as a cosmetic case or a pencil case, but this one's kind of nice because it zips all the way, like it opens all the way. I actually think this is a cosmetic case, not a pencil case, but that is an option. And then it has this center zipper. It's not very well made. It's really flimsy, but I liked how squishy it was, and I liked the boucle-ish fabric on the outside. I've used this for a little while, but have since moved back to the black one that I just showed you because I like it. Those are some options for notions. The other option is what I carry mostly, in addition to that black one, is I was gifted by my husband the threaded maple binder, and the binder pages fold up into smaller little notion sized pockets. This is one of the pages of the binder, and it just folds and you can snap it closed and it just fits in your bag. So I use this mainly, and then if I have some extra things that don't fit in here, then I put them in that black one currently. The next thing, especially if I'm carrying a very large bag, that I like to do is separate my sock projects so that the yarn isn't floating around the large bag and my sock project isn't getting intertwined with a larger project and getting mixed up with all the other yarn. So some smaller bags, again, these are things that are alternatives to purchasing sock-sized project bags. The first one, this came with a sheet set that I bought from Target, and the sheets came in this little bag, and I use it as a project bag. So, you know, anything that looks like your project can fit in it, use it. And I just have little pins that I put on it. But yeah, it's just a linen little tote. Another option is a lunch sack. So this is, what do they call these? It starts with a B. It's just one of these small little bags that you can tie like this, and it's just a little perfect size for a sock bag. And I feel a bento bag, that's what this is called. I feel like I really gravitate towards bags that are squishy like this, that don't have a whole lot of shape to them. I don't know why. I feel like the larger bag just kind of hugs it, and it fits easily. You can squish it into places, like if you're packing for a trip in the trunk, it just kind of fits in those little nooks and crannies. I just like squishy bags. So this is an option, just getting like a bento bag lunch sack. That's a sock bag. I think this was $10. Another option is just a regular tote. This is bigger than a sock bag, but this is just a tote that I have. It says Ohio because I live in Ohio, and it was at a thrift shop for very cheap, and I was like, oh, that's perfect for a project. So I grabbed the tote. I also got a free tote with my advent calendar purchase last year from Knotty Pine Fiber Company. So this is another tote that you can use for projects. I think those two totes that I just showed you, I'm probably going to declutter from my project bag collection and use those for groceries, because I use reusable bags for groceries, and a couple of mine wore out. So I'm just going to transition those over to there because I have plenty other project bags. Some yarn companies have their own reusable bags that you can bring back with you when you're purchasing yarn. And this one was from Yarn Birds. I purchased some yarn from them during a yarn festival a couple years ago and have a little bag left over from them. So as you can see, there are plenty of options for project bags without breaking the bank. However, if it's in your budget and you would like to support makers, there are plenty out there who make beautiful project bags. Case in point, this is by Blueberry Fields, and this is a sock-sized project bag. It has a boxed bottom. It's nice thick canvas. Inside it has some pockets, and it has leather handles to cinch, and I had lost the other one in there somewhere. It is very cute. It's very wintry. I actually am keeping my holiday self-striping socks in here that I haven't finished. This is a perfect option for socks. Another sock-sized bag that I have purchased is this one. You guys have seen this one before. This is by Bookhou, and it's just a plain, there's no pockets or anything on the inside. It's just a plain little pouch. Perfect size for socks. I also purchased this purse from Bookhou, and it can be a project bag. That's what she primarily makes, is project bags. It's the same fabric. It's got a waxed canvas bottom, but the strap on it is like a crossbody purse. So it's like a crossbody knitting bag. So but I carry it as a purse, and it's my colors, like matches most of my outfits. So I don't know that I really want to count that as a project bag, but it could be if you wanted it to be. Then I have this one by This Handmade Life, which I have a couple bags by her, this quilted sock-sized bag. I love this for fall, and it has a drawstring closure there. I think this is also This Handmade Life. Yes, it is. This is a nice spring bag that I purchased from her with birds and flowers. And this is also from her, Little Books and Teacups. So she is someone that I have purchased bags from frequently. Your local craft store may sell bags that are inexpensive. I know a lot of Joann locations are closing, but years and years ago, I purchased this little bag from Joann's, and it's just faux leather and canvas, and the inside is wipeable, so that's kind of nice, easy to clean. And the yarn also kind of slides around in there so it doesn't get caught on anything, or just the friction rubbing on the yarn doesn't cause it to fray or anything like that. So I like this bag, and I like the simplicity of the stripes. You know, I got into some sewing, which I've shown before on this, so I'm just gonna kind of rush through my little projects here. This is another Notion size pouch. I sewed this one, and it's just a nice spring fabric that's tiny. And then the next ones I sewed, and I've showed these before. This is a sock-sized bag. I love the surprise on the inside. And then I sewed this one. And this one, which I think I'm gonna declutter because I never use that. So I'm gonna put that aside. These are a little bit wider, but they're great for socks. This one. And then you guys have seen this one before. This is Rifle Paper Company fabric with the striped liner. And I did make a sweater sized bag of this one with the leather handle. One of the first bags that I made was a drawstring bag, and that I made a huge mistake. I wanted the canvas to go on the bottom of the bag, and when it all came together, it ended up side by side, which is not what I intended. And this is the inside fabric, but it's so slouchy and squishy that I just cannot bring myself to get rid of it. I love the way it feels. It just appeals to my sensory issues. So I keep it. So that was one of the first bags that I sewed. I do like a good drawstring bag because I like that the yarn doesn't get caught up in the teeth of the zipper. So I did purchase a couple, and this is also from This Handmade Life. This is one of my favorite bags that I've purchased from her. And it is drawstring, but it does have two little handles, and it has little pockets on the inside. And then I have a spring summery one that does not have pockets on the inside, but it has this handle on the outside. It's got this gingham pattern, and it is drawstring. Another bag that I found in the Target dollar spot around the holiday season is this plaid bag, which I thought was very cute for socks, and it just has a plain interior. Those are the majority of my project bags. I do have two other larger bags that I will show you. This one is also from Joann's, and it is a tote with a faux leather bottom, and it does have an interior pocket. And I love, again, the slouchiness of this bag, and do like to carry it together with this striped one on the inside for like notions. If I'm going somewhere where I know I'm going to spend the day, and if this were to match my outfit, I would probably carry, you know, this set. It's a nice spring summery canvas. However, I was thrifting one day as I do, and I found a diaper bag at the thrift store that was the perfect knitting bag. Now, in my first What's in My Knitting Bag video, I was carrying my black leather bag. I still carry that bag every week. That is now my work bag. So I have transitioned all of my knitting stuff out of it because when I found this bag, it became my knitting bag. This bag, you would never know it was a diaper bag. It is so slouchy and so squishy. It's made of linen, and it is, do you hear this? I love that sound. It is the perfect slouchy, squishy bag. It has a pocket in the back. You can fold it like a bucket, and it has, you know, all the compartments because it was a diaper bag. So it has a main zipper, and then it has these little, you know, that you would put bottles or diapers in, but now they hold yarn cakes. And then on this side, it goes, all those little pockets go all the way around. It was so clean. There were no stains on it. It's from Pottery Barn Kids originally. I looked up just the prices of their diaper bags on the website. They're all retail for over $100. This specific one is no longer being sold. I'm sure it was over $100. I paid $9. I paid $9 for this. That's so exciting. That's why I love thrifting so much, because you never know what kind of treasures you're gonna find. This is my current knitting bag. It's perfect for spring and summer. The canvas is a great color. It's light, it's airy. In the winter time, I will go back probably to my black one. But this for spring and summer is my new favorite. I also have a new option for winter when it comes. However, this is a little bit different because I did not purchase this bag. This was gifted to me by Babylon Leather in exchange for my review. This is unique because it's not put together. It came in pieces and I have to assemble it, which is eye-opening because you don't really know what goes into making a bag until you do it. Now, I learned how to sew project bags because I wanted to make them how I wanted to make them, and I wanted it to be more affordable for me. So I learned how to do that with the sewing machine. This is all hand sewing. So I will show you kind of where I'm at with it. It's still a work in progress. It is not finished, but it will be finished by winter time, and it will be the perfect winter project bag. Babylon Leather is a leather brand which has over 20 years of development in the leather craft industry. Quality leather products and handcraft guidance, and maximize the handmade valuation with their services. In their DIY kits, they provide high-cost performance leather, wide tools and dye, rich variety of patterns, and professional communities. This particular bag is the large Le Pliage travel bag, and this is in the green colorway. All the DIY projects are hand-sew leather projects. No machines are needed. All the materials and tools are provided. It's free shipping, and it comes with a step-by-step video tutorial, which is amazing. I just would do a little piece and then pause it and then do a little bit more and pause it. So I wanted to point out the hardware on this bag because when I did my capsule wardrobe video, I was showing you another bag that I was reviewing, and I was not impressed with the quality of the hardware on the bag. This bag, the hardware on this bag is really, really impressive. The hardware is very heavy and sturdy. The leather is amazing quality. It smells so good if you like the smell of leather, which I do. I'll put a picture up here of what the finished bag is going to look like, but in the meantime, here are some pieces. So this is the strap that I will put on eventually. This is going to be the liner, and you can see inside there is a zipper pocket and then a pouch pocket, and it is going to go in like that. The zipper is this gold heavy duty zipper, so it is very nice quality. So far I have sewed on the front panel, these bottom details, and this side of the handle. So it's gonna go over like this. I still have the other side to do and then sew the liner in the middle. It is really, I mean, a process. But eventually this is going to button over and this is going to go here and it's going to be very cute. But right now I am in process. You guys will be seeing this as I make my way through. But this is ideally going to be either my work bag or my winter knitting bag. And then I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use the black one as my knitting bag or this one. I think because this is going to have a more structured bottom, I think I'm going to use this one as my work bag because then it's easier to put books in there and things that I need for work without them sliding around in a slouchy bag. And the slouchy bag I prefer for knitting, but having more structure I think is going to be nice for work. Between knitting and life, I am doing a little bit at a time with this, but I really love the idea of being able to make your own bag, and I love that it comes with everything you need. The instructions are clear and the video is wonderful because you can just follow right along. And I think when it's done, it's just going to be just a nice high quality bag. So thank you Babylon Leather for sponsoring this video. What's in my bag now? Well, I showed you this wonderful bag, and right now I have my Simply Stripes sweater project in this bag. So I have the pattern, I have my sweater, I have all the yarn around the edges, this page with my scissors and my needles and, or you know, my to weave in my ends needles. I have some barber cord so I can try it on. I have my tape measure, scale, my portable scale, a pencil, and what else? Oh, my little tin with all my light bulb stitch markers and my beginning of round markers. I still carry with me my Tuft Woolens bar because I just like the way that it makes everything smell when it's in there. So I keep it wrapped up and I just leave it sitting at the bottom of the bag because everything smells so pretty when it's in there. I'm also going to put in here, I think, because right now I just have the sweater project in here. I think I'm going to choose a bag to live in here to hold my sock project because I have 4 projects going right now. But I want to keep at least 2 in here so that I have options. Oh, this one would because the inside is blue. Yeah, I think it's going to be this one. And it has the brown leather that matches this brown leather. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I'm going to put my sock project in here. And that's what I got. I'm gonna take some video so you can see this inside a little bit better. All right, so I have to decide what I'm going to give away because I have too many options here. Definitely going to give away this owl one because I never reach for it. Okay, I think I'm gonna give away 4 bags. So the first one I'm gonna give away is this owl bag that I made. This is the inside fabric. So if you are interested in the owl bag, put #owlbag in your comment and I will randomly draw a winner. If you are interested in this large flower bag, this is the outside, this is the inside fabric. Hashtag large flower bag. If you are interested in this black and red flower bag, comment hashtag small flower bag. And this is polka dotted inside. And if you are interested in the tea and book project bag, comment hashtag tea and book. I figure, why send this off to a thrift store when there are so many wonderful friends who love to knit on this channel who might be interested. I will select 4 comments. Let's announce it at the end of April video. So the April knitting wrap up, I will announce the 4 winners for these. So that gives you guys more time to comment. Owl bag, large flower bag, small flower bag, tea and book. And I will announce those at the end of April. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me clean. I really like to see what other people carry in their bags, and I like to see how other people manage their knitting when they're on the go. So I thought that might be of interest to you. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you next week.